Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Managed to get us into somewhere really good and special. I'll let you have a look around this room. And it's called, wait for it, the Bishop's Room. So I'm in the ancient ramming. Can't wait for this one. Finally here after years of wanting to be here. Let's hope it lives up to its expectations. Keep tuned. Excited. So we're in the ancient ramming. What I'm going to do is just give you a little tour around the place. I'm going to go to wide angle for you. It's probably a little bit better, to be fair. That's about zoom. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour, like I always do, of the ancient ramming. So this is where John used to sleep, and it used to have a curtain above there. This is the famous mummified cat that was found by John. That's supposedly seen here quite a few times as well. So we'll see if that comes out, shall we? I'm joined, by the way, by Mystique Seekers Paranormal, so head over to their channel. They're a nice bunch of guys. Go and give them a subscribe. What's in this side of the room? That looks like John to me. That used to be the original owner. I think it's John. John Humphreys. Now, I don't know, for those that don't know, there was a child, or I think a child and a mother. I'm not quite sure on the full history of that, but they were found here. And there was a snapped blade in there, which means ritualing. And supposedly there's more bodies underneath this floor that they've discovered by going over it with one of them thingy meters. I don't know what you call them. But yeah, that's the other room. Such an amazing building. Unreal. Unreal. Even these artifacts and ornaments and stuff, they must hold some sort of energy inside them. They've got to. They've got to. Especially John's memory in here. But yeah. This is the barn area. I think we're going to do some table tipping with Mystique Seekers Paranormal. I'll join them doing that. Some nice fireplaces in here and all the wooden old beam structures. I'm so excited I'm in the ancient ramming. Ugh. Unreal. I'm going to take us up to the witch's room in the bishop's room. Stairs are so steep. That's how steep them stairs are. So this is the witch's room. Let me just focus that for you. Yeah, the witch's room. It's a nice Ouija board there. I'm not going to play that. Not that I don't want to. It's just hard to disbelieve, you know, or disprove them. So I don't really like using them just for that fact. It's not that I'm scared. It's just if it moves, anyone can just say you've moved it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to be playing with stuff like that if that's how people think. It's a bit of a dangerous way. So that creepy doll. I don't know what room this is. It doesn't say. This is called the den. The den. Look at that creepy doll. Now supposedly this clock is a very haunted artifact, and if you take pictures of yourself in the mirror, or should I say the screen of it, you're meant to be able to get pictures of faces or apparitions. Let's go into the bishop's room. The bishop's room. We'll have the knock. Freaky if it knocked back, wouldn't it? Now this room's famous for the incubus. That's what's meant to be inside this room. It's a lovely property though. Although I wouldn't like to live in it with its reputation. Definitely not. Now, there's an attic. That's upstairs. Very weak. There's meant to be 2 spirits of highwaymen down there. And then I think that's, when Caroline actually lived here, I'm sure that was her bedroom. Craziness. It is freezing up here as well. There's also, someone was hanged off one of these beams. I'm going to put the history on there. Well, that's your tour of the building. Such an amazing building. The features to it are unreal. All the woodwork, the history. The fact it's actually still built on its original ground. I mean, the town's built around the actual structure of the building. So you've got to walk down some stairs at the front to get to the original flooring. How the building is still up and structural is just a miracle. If you actually hear and feel the energies inside the building and actually feel the different levels as you're walking through. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. Keep tuned. I'm going to do a 2-parter on this one. I'm here for about 12 hours, so I'm going to get a good 2 parts. Don't know how I'm going to go about it, but I hope you enjoy the first part and keep tuned for the second part. So it's just me and Naomi in this room. The rest of the team are basically outside or downstairs in the kitchen area. Nowhere near here. I've heard that you're meant to be a really evil spirit. Can you come forward and make yourself known by moving any of the objects in this room or walking towards any of them placed on the floor? Can you tap on the walls or knock on the door? That's just me coughing, guys. Oh, the bear's going off. Thank you.
Thank you. Could you shake that cabinet the bear's on?
There's tapping.
Move it?
There's tapping. Can you tap again? There was definite tapping.
Could you shake that cabinet? That chest? Can you shake it? Make it move? So what I can see on the phone, there's literally 0.1 of a movement going on, so there's a very small vibration going on that.
I wonder if that's where the tapping came from.
Maybe. A very slight vibration coming from that chest.
Is that you tapping the chest? Come forward, you've got nothing to be afraid of. We come in respect and we come in peace. We just want to form a communication with whatever resides in this building. By doing that, could you please walk towards one of the devices?
Could you ring these bells for us? I'll ring them for you. Can you ring them for us? I want to hear these ring. All the bells going again.
That's interesting. If that's you affecting that bear, can you do another thing in this room so we can establish that that is you? Sure, there was an orb then. Just near your knee.
Use that movement on the bells. Make it faster. Make them ring. Got it moving for you. Can you move it more? You're welcome to use my energy.
How do you feel in this room?
Not like I felt in the other room.
In the witch's room? We'll head off into the witch's room. We'll investigate that. Come on, show us a sign. We know that you are here. Many a people have witnessed you. They have seen things that you can do. Come and show us at least one thing that you can do. And prove your existence to the world. That must be the wall that's leaning out, you know, on the outside of the building.
Oh yeah, of course.
It leans outwards.
Yeah.
The structure in here is unreal. 11th century. How this building is still up, to me, is just a miracle. The bears go off.
I'm going to try some of my other apps on here. Let's try a bit of this dead wave.
Yeah, Naomi's just downloaded a new app called Dead Wave. It's meant to be really good. Tell us what you think, guys, whether the Necrophonic's better or the new Dead Wave. Can you tell us your name? What did that just say?
Yeah.
Here?
Who's here with us? Oh, that was very much leave.
Leave us. I think that said leave us.
Yeah.
With you saying leave us, does that mean there's more than one? Two?
Two.
There was three. Two, there was three.
Yeah.
What do you mean there was three? Oh, there's a nice orb there. I'm sure it was an orb. Caught it through the corner of my eye. I wasn't looking at the phone.
Was that you affecting the bear?
Run.
We're not going to run. We want to communicate with you. We can't do that if we run.
Are you an incubus? You're meant to be an incubus. What was that noise then?
There was a crackling over there.
There's definite crackling. The bear's just gone off. There was a crackling noise over there. Was it chair area, wasn't it? Can you do that again? We're not going to leave. Come on, do something. Use our energy. Come forward. Can you show yourself in the door? The bear's going off again.
Can you do anything with any of these other devices in this room? You ring those bells for me. Or make it move, make it swing.
What I'll do, guys, is put a cat ball on the bed.
$20. Can you make the light on the bed, the cat ball on the bed? Small ball, could you touch that for us?
Maybe what I'll do, right, is I'll tap on the door. You mean a knock? I'm gonna knock on the door. Can you copy me and do that? Knock on that door. Holy.
Say holy. I'm going to turn this off.
Yeah. Come on, knock on this door. Seems pretty quiet for now. Get the
Go
light.
back into the witch's room.
So we're still sat in the bishop's room. I've been sitting here for a bit longer than we should really, but nothing's come out. We've had the EM pump on for about 2 hours before we came up here. This bear keeps going off. We've had some movement on the chest of drawers. None of the other devices have triggered. We've heard some like vibrating rumbling just near the chair area, haven't we? And we've had a slight movement on Naomi's new. What device is it, Naomi?
Just a movement detector.
Yeah, it detects movement.
Senses vibrations.
It's really good. It is. It's handy. It makes a noise as well. So what we'll do is we'll conclude that for the bishop's room. We're going to come back here at 3 o'clock in the morning, the witching hour, and hopefully energies have been built up a bit more. But it just seems dead, doesn't it? In here, really dead. That's not to say it's not haunted. A lot of teams coming in, drain the energies. Unfortunately, it's one of them.
The K2 meter just spiked.
K2 meters sparking now. That's another device going off finally. But we are going to conclude it and go and do the Richard's room. See what happens in there, guys. So we're finally in the witch's room, as we said. Got the K2 on the floor. We've got a lot of handy devices around. I put my REM pod just there because a lot of teams seem to get a shadow figure just at this part. And I'm currently on the witch's bed. Supposedly she doesn't like females. Oh, there we go. Just where I said the REM pod was. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming forward. We've also got Naomi's vibrating device just on the table. That was interesting. So I'm on the bed. Supposedly, they don't like males on the bed. She doesn't. A lot of people feel pressure or being pushed off the bed. So I've decided to sit on the bed. As you know. How do you feel in here?
I feel like there's something here with us in this room.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot different feeling than the bishop's room. Much different. I don't know what that device is on the table over there that keeps fuzzing around.
So that just picks up voices.
Oh, right.
So if we were sat here quiet,
yeah,
it
go
might
quiet.
pick up an EVP, that sort of thing.
If that was you triggering that REM pod at the side of the bed, did you hear that bang then?
Yeah, there was something above us. There was something above us.
Another tap. Another tap. Can you hear it?
No, that must be close to you because I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's close to me. 2 taps here. Can you do that again? Can you come forward? Come and show yourself. Or show us a sign.
You were shaking this dressing table before. Can you do that again?
Do you hear something flickering then?
I hear it flickering. Right.
If anybody can hear distant voices, that's the other team. They've come in the downstairs calling out. Can you move something in this room?
Can't tell if it's my eyes, but are there's crystals wobbling on the chandelier?
Don't know. Which one?
The ones towards us. Yeah, those ones. That back one. The ones
No, they are
closest
shaking.
to us, but
No, they are shaking.
They are shaking, aren't they? I thought they were.
Are you shaking these crystals? Yeah, they're definitely shaking.
I could see the movement.
Are you affecting them crystals?
Or are you moving the table? What is it you're moving?
Wow, that's shaking like hell. That's proper shaking. I'm just going to get a closer view so the viewers can actually see this. The third one to the right is moving. That's interesting. There's no wind coming from the window.
You can see the curtains are perfectly still. They're not moving at all.
I got a tickle on my ear then.
Did you? So touch your...
I just got a tickle on my ear. That was interesting. Is that you affecting this on the table?
Oh, just had a flicker on the K2. Just flicked.
Come forward. Come and show yourself.
Did you move something on the dressing table? Or could you touch the dressing table? Let us know that you're in the room with us.
Like I say, if the dressing table does move, Naomi's new device should make a noise. I'm going to go and park myself back on the bed. It's pretty comfy, this bed.
Looks nice.
Can you make any sort of sound in this room? Any sort of noise? Walk towards any of the devices placed on the floor. I think what you should do is try the new sensory. What is it? It's like a... You explain.
So what we're going to do is I'm to try and amplify the sound in the room. It's basically taps into my microphone on my phone, so that's detecting movement now. But it's like an EVP in a way, but it amplifies the sound in the room. So if there's something talking to us, I should be able to pick it up. So amplifies the microphone on my phone, and that's basically it.
So while Naomi sets that up, I'm just gonna have a recap. We've heard a few bangs, noises, REM pod going off, so it's interesting. I felt my ear being touched when I was over there and where the crystals were moving. It's interesting because I've seen another channel and the crystals moved on theirs as well, so that is pretty interesting for me. Like I say, if we hear any outer noises, as in the voices or something, we've got the other teams in the far room calling out. That's Mystique Seeker's Paranormal. Naomi's just setting her device up. So what I've done is move the K2 meter in front of me. Naomi's set up with this new EVP device. Amplifies sound. Has a 1 second delay, I think, we've established. Like I say, if you can hear outer noises, it's the other team in the far room calling out. That's interesting, the candle's not moving. Can you trigger anything in this room? Or speak to Naomi? She has a device in her hand. It amplifies sound. And she'll be able to hear what you say. Do you like people coming into this room and trying to communicate with you? Can you walk towards the bed and trigger the other the object that makes a sound? We know you can do it because you've done it already. Come forward. You don't have to be afraid of us.
Would you like one of us to go back onto the bed?
Walk towards me. Trigger this device in front of me with the green light. Was you a witch? Falsely accused? Maybe? Come and tell us your story. Thank you.
Well,
that's interesting. I appreciate that.
Do you not like being called that? I bet you were a clever woman.
I appreciate that. That's a form of communication. As you've seen, that means you no harm. And we mean you no harm. Now what I want you to do is to walk towards that device again, so we know that we're talking to you. Was you falsely accused as a witch? Thank you. Just what I thought. Most women was falsely accused. It was so sad them times. Was this the room that you stayed in? Did you stay in a different room? So when I say you was falsely accused as a witch, you seem to trigger that device. Can you do something else? You urinating.
If I ring these bells, could you ring them back for me?
It's interesting that every time I said witch, that rim pop went off. No one else saying was you falsely accused.
It seems to be when you use the W word.
Go on, you can build your energy up and trust us. You can even use our energy. I mean you no harm.
I'm going to put my microphone over there because I can hear it in my ears, but...
That's interesting. Yeah, you could move the microphone. That's even better. I didn't think of that. The device is now placed where you was triggering that device off that made that sound. Could you whisper something into that device?
Would you tell me your name?
Did you have a cat? Was the cat found yours? Could you knock on this table and do that for me, please? Or do something similar inside this room where you feel more powerful? I'm going to ask a question one more time, which is going to be intriguing if that REM pod goes off again. Was you a witch that was falsely accused inside this building? Please come forward and do that again. Like I say, guys, I'm going to come back in here on the witching hour. I'm going to do the bishop's room and the witch's room again on a part 2. So keep a lookout for that episode. The energy seems to be building up the more we're here, doesn't it? We first came in, it was pretty quiet. And the more we're doing stuff, the more energy is building up. We're here for 12 hours. So let's hope the energy gets built up and heightened for 3 o'clock. Be an interesting one to get done. So yeah, guys.
Oh, I just heard a tap over there. Okay. Like scratching on something on wood.
And again.
Yeah.
Is that you trying to communicate before we leave? I heard the scratching again.
I can't tell because of where the headphones in, if it's happening over there or over by my finger.
It's there, and then I heard it there.
There.
Yeah. Thank you. If you're scratching something, make it louder. Sorry, guys, for the outer noise. I think the team...
Yeah, I keep hearing that on my headphones.
Can't hear the scratching though.
No, it stopped.
Are you afraid? If you're afraid, please trigger that device off again. You know that one device doesn't mean you any harm. Like I said, I'm going to conclude that one for the Richard's room for now. I'm going to head off downstairs. I think we might do the grave.
Yeah.
Where the
try that.
supposedly the sacrificial grave is. And apparently there's more bones been discovered around the area. They just don't want to excavate it up and destroy the flooring. But they took one part out and discovered that there was. So I think it'll be interesting to go down there and see what else is going to trigger, really. So keep tuned. So, leaving the witch's room. Let's hope something else will happen later when we come back up on part 2 at 3 AM in the morning. I'm going to go and conclude the investigation where the graves are. Well, where the grave is. There's plenty of more bone structures under the ground. What we're going to do is going to rig the area up, place a few objects down. I'm going to try a bit of EVP while we're here. Should be interesting. Supposedly we're on a burial ground, and John discovered the grave just behind us. I put, can you see that? Yeah, you can, like right a bit there. Let's get down to it. So me and Naomi have just rigged all this area up. I don't know what the area was used for. Could have been where they all congregated when it was originally an inn. Naomi's idea was to put a candle down and hopefully we'll see it flicker. Bit of extra movement. And we've got Naomi's device near the barrel. A few motion balls. Let me just make sure I turn the motion balls on. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm just making sure, guys. Gotta wait for that to stop. Took a while, didn't it?
So you can see the flame now because we're not moving. It's perfectly still. If that starts flickering, it's a sign there's something moving.
Is there a presence in this room? Can you come forward? Make any sort of sound? That clicky word would be the CCTV up here. Can you make any sort of sound at all? How are you feeling in there, Naomi?
I don't know. There is an edge to it. An unsettled feeling, I guess. We're just here to communicate with you. If you could come forward, you can use any of the devices to let us know that you're here.
I'm having clicking coming from me. Not the camera. There's actual separate clicking.
Tapping. Yeah, click. It's a bit lower down. Yeah.
That's not the camera.
No.
That's this.
Down there. That'll be the camera.
Can you make that noise again? Again. When I moved the camera, it made it again. Can we trigger one of these objects off? I think what we'll do is do a bit of an EVP session in here. I'll say we'll try something different. Recording. Can you come and speak into this device? Can you tell me your name?
Is there any children here? You don't need to be afraid of us if you are. You can come and talk to us. Do you know how to finish this off?
The flame's flickering.
Yeah, it's moving quite a bit.
Let's listen to that. What was that knocking?
I did the.
Oh, did you knock then? Oh, right. What was that knocking?
No, what knocking when?
Did you knock on that?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, it's on the
Recorded
EVP.
it, yeah.
Motion ball.
Oh, there
Motion
we go.
ball's going off.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Can you knock on this table?
Head tapping.
Tapping.
Movement over there.
The motion ball's not stopping.
No.
Oh, wow, it's not stopping, is it?
No.
That's
Do you
interesting.
like that?
Can you move it? That was interesting.
Mm. Can you make any of those other devices go off? They won't hurt you. Each one does a different trick. You just need to go near them.
That's interesting.
You like this one, huh?
Can you walk towards any of the other devices placed around that flashing light? Come on, come forward. You've established that you can do that. You've got nothing to be afraid of with me and Naomi.
Did you blow the candle out for us? Like a birthday cake? Blowing out a candle, making a wish. Make the flame bigger.
We're going to leave this room in a minute. It's your last chance to try and do something for us. What? Was that you?
That was me. I'm just gonna
Oh.
wondered maybe trying one of the dead waves, see if we can get any communication.
Yeah, could try that before we leave.
Try a different one.
It's your last chance to come and form a communication with us. Naomi's going to put a device on. Hopefully you can manipulate that device and speak to us. So while Naomi's just setting that device off, does seem pretty quiet. We're getting some distant taps. The motion ball's going off.
Yeah, I literally.
And just as Naomi's over there as well, it's going off non-stop. So that's interesting. Naomi just now set dead wave application up. We'll see if we can get anything to come through that. Let's go. Can you tell us your name? Demon.
Demon.
That's a demon.
Demon.
And it was like, demon.
Yeah.
That was a mad voice, that.
Ooh.
There's the cat ball as well.
You are a demon?
Are you a demon? I'm listening. I'm listening. If you're truly a demon, do something for us. Knock them dominoes off. As you can see, there's some dominoes placed up there as a trigger object. If they come flying off. Come on, move something. Camera. Leave. Now. Go.
Yeah.
Take your cameras out here and go. Am I correct? Oh, did you just hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
There was a noise coming from the room over there. If that was you, can you do it again?
Is there anything else you want to say to us? Watch? Go on then, show us. What do you want us to watch?
Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
Get out.
Was you murdered here? Cat ball's gone off. Push
Yes,
that cat ball.
Said yes. You said, are you murdered here? It said yes.
I'm sorry to hear that you was murdered here.
Please don't.
Do you not like cameras? Do you not like the cameras? I heard a voice then.
Yeah,
like
I heard that. Yeah, no, I just heard that.
That was a definite voice in here. I'm starting to feel like energy's building up now.
It's building up.
Blow that candle out for us.
Move it. Move that. Make that flame dance.
If you do that, I will remove this camera from this room.
That's how they run this place.
It's not like that, isn't it? If you want us to leave and you want us to move from this room, do something that'll scare us. That'll make us leave this room.
Ring that bell. Knock a domino. Whisper again.
Was that a whisper in here?
Yeah. I can't tell if it was on there or in here.
I think what we'll do is turn that device off a minute. I don't know how to get this device off, to be honest. Just what, sorry?
Flick the screen up.
There we go, can't do it. I can't do it. I think it's done. I don't know.
I'm just going to turn that off.
It's your last chance to make a noise in this room. Cat ball is going off now. Look. Tell me what you think about that then, guys. Pretty interesting, to be fair. We heard some distant noises, didn't we? Whispers. There was like a breath noise and a noise coming from the back, just where we're about to head off, where the stairway is. We're gonna go up to the loft now, where there's 2 highwaymen. That's meant to be seen up there quite a bit, and also supposedly someone was hung in the attic. I'm gonna head off up there. I'm gonna head off upstairs into the loft. Just the different levels of the building puts you off, doesn't it? Did you bang your head?
Yeah.
There's a literal sign here as well, right? As you walk up, guys, that says, "Beware, nutcracker beam above your head." As you've seen on the last episode, Naomi bumped her head as well on a door.
You'd think for somebody my height, I would have bumped my head so much, wouldn't you?
So supposedly, somebody was hung off one of the beams inside.
In that room.
But when I look at it, there's not much of a drop. So unless someone was dangling off the feet, will be an interesting one. I think what we'll do is we'll set up.
Where do you want to set up?
We can just rig the area up, couldn't we? Both areas, and sit and call out.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know what that is. Is that an old Wi-Fi system or
radio?
radio? I'm just going to switch to the green light again. Just makes things much easier to see, you know, for the lighting systems of all the tools we've got down. We've rigged all the area up again, as we always do. Do a bit of calling out. Most of the stuff have got sound on, so you'll hear them. So I just took a seat down here at the side. Down there is where the 2 highwaymen supposedly seen. And to be fair, when I was up here doing a walk around, it was the only area I actually felt a bad vibe from. Considering all the history of the other rooms, I've not heard of any bad history of this room apart from the hanging. We have a lot of devices placed down around the floor and around some objects. They will make noises. They're only to form a communication between you and us. None of them mean you any harm or will cause you any harm. Could you please try and trigger one of the devices off by walking closer towards them? How are you feeling up in this room?
I feel more on edge up here, funny enough. Like I had like this internal shiver. I don't particularly feel cold, but I feel, yeah.
Definitely silent though, isn't it?
It's eerily silent and still.
Can you bang on any of the objects or make a noise? Could have swore I heard a distant tap.
Mm-hmm. You finish this for me?
Was you hung? Did you lose your life in this attic area? Was there movement then?
Yeah, like a rustling.
There's definite movement. Is that you agreeing? Did you pass away in this room? Oh, I heard a cough then. That was from someone outside. That's gonna be. I actually thought that was right behind me. Come on, come forward. Make some sort of sign that you're here. We want to hear your story. Or at least your side of the things. And maybe this could be the last chance that you could get your story across. The truth. So come forward. That bell's moving up there. It's swinging.
Yeah.
I'm not even lying, guys. Look. I don't know if you guys can actually see it moving as it stops. No, it's
still moving. You can kind of
ever so slightly moving. It's ever so slightly.
You make that bell ring? Can you move this cabinet for us here? The radio, the old radio, can you shake that for us?
Do you want to try some of your...
We can either try the dead wave or we can try the necrophonic.
Yeah, we'll try the necrophonic. Well, definitely try that. That's your last chance to come forward and try and speak to us. Or try and form some sort of communication. You definitely have nothing to be afraid of. We hope you don't mean us any harm either. Can you come forward and speak your name? Did you pass away inside this building? No.
What said help before that?
How many spirits reside inside this building? Four.
Four. Said four.
Four. If there's four of you, is there four of you? Yeah. Did you hear that bang then?
Yeah.
Definite bang. Is there 4 of you? Some creepy boy.
Is there anything that you want to say to us?
Right, it's your last chance now to come forward and do something. There was a tap on the floor over there.
Yeah, I heard it. Oh, cat ball.
Cat ball's going off as well. Thank you for coming forward.
We just said thank you, and
We really do appreciate that. Like I say, we come in respect. And as you can see, that means you no harm.
Can you affect any of the other devices in this room? Oh, I just literally felt the floor move.
The floor?
My chair just moved. My chair shook.
Wow.
My chair just went like a what, like a I don't know, like someone shook my chair.
Did you shake that chair?
Was that you moving my chair?
Come on, do something more dramatic.
Move something for us.
A woman? Yeah. Does the are you the witch?
Can you move my chair again?
I'm going to conclude the whole investigation on that one. I was hoping for a lot more activity to come out, to be honest, especially at the ancient ramming. That's not to say that some days is going to be really active, because of course it's not all the time. I was hoping for a lot more than what we've had, but I'm still a lot of interesting thing that's happened, isn't it? To be fair, what do you feel about the investigation?
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. I mean, there was certainly some interesting stuff happening in the barn down there. Some weird vibrations, everything's coming through that table. The REM pod just going off on its own in a room when nobody was in there. I heard voices behind me as clear as day, as if I actually thought it was somebody else.
And there's that growl?
Yeah, there was a growl between us.
Interesting. Interesting. Tell us what you think anyway, guys. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I shall see you on the next episode. Until then, good night.